Hey guys, what's up? My name is Nick Parsons, and this is a free play video for picksandparlays.net, guys. I'm going to be reviewing 3 college football games on Saturday, guys. To find out more about who I am and what's going on, go check me out over at picksandparlays.net, guys. Let's get into these games right now, guys. The first game that I'm looking at, it sees NC State at Duke. And so the play that I'm going to be suggesting is a money line play on Duke. I'm going to be suggesting to lay the price here. Duke, as I said, this game falls on Saturday, September 20th at 4 Eastern. Now, NC State, it's 3-0 straight up and 2-1 against the spread, and it's coming off a 34-24 win and cover as a 4-point favorite at Wake Forest. Duke, on the other hand, is 1-2 straight up and 0-3 against the spread. The Blue Devils, they're off a 34-27 loss at Tulane as 1-point underdogs. But with difficult upcoming road games at Syracuse and Cal after this, I mean, this essentially becomes a must-win game for Duke here, in my estimation, especially with Georgia Tech and Clemson after that. The Blue Devils, though, they have a cream puff, back-to-back cream puff matchups after this at home against Virginia Tech, which is currently 0-3, and then also against Campbell. So the big question is, will the Wolfpack come in complacent here and get caught napping or looking ahead? I mean, it's hard to imagine that happening, but situationally, I'll argue that that this one for sure clearly favors the Blue Devils. They're definitely the more motivated team in this matchup. NC State quarterback CJ Bailey, he has 719 yards and a 5-1 touchdown to interception ratio. But I like Duke quarterback here, Darian Mensah, at home in this matchup. Mensah already has 1,036 passing yards, 8 touchdowns, and only 2 interceptions. And guys, one other player to keep your eyes on for the home side is pass rusher Vincent Anthony Jr. He already has 5 sacks. But the bottom line for this first pick, guys, I just think that the hungrier and the more desperate home side, when it's looking at its schedule here, this basically becomes a must-win game. I'm going to say let's bypass the spread and just take Duke on the money line in the first game. And guys, the second game that I'm looking at, it comes on at 7:30 Eastern on Saturday, and it's Washington at Washington State. And so this total, it opened at 49.5, and it's since been bet up. And now I think it's a bit too high. I like the under as well at 49.5, in fact. But either way, I do like the under in this one. Now, the Huskies, they're 2-0 straight up and 1-1 against the spread. Both games have flown well over the numbers in both of their games. They beat Colorado State 38-21 as 23-point favorites in their first game, and then they hammered UC Davis 70-10 in week 2. But now they're hitting the road for the first time this year and facing a real team for the first time. Washington State, it's 2-1. Last week it fell 59-10 at North Texas as 7-point underdogs. I mean, clearly that one got away from the Cougars. But now I think there's a bit of an overreaction here, both in terms of the spread, but more so about the total. I think that this number is now a little too high. In their last meeting last season, Washington State won by a score of 24-14. And so I believe we're going to see a similar final combined score here as well. Washington quarterback Damon Williams, he's been decent with 2 touchdown passes and no interceptions. But of course, the offense for the Huskies, it runs through running back Jonah Coleman. He has rushed for 110 yards in each game so far. Cougars quarterback Jackson Potter, he has a pedestrian 4-3 touchdown to interception ratio so far. All 3 came in last week's loss, those interceptions. I mean, it was obviously Washington State that got caught looking ahead, but I'm expecting each team to come out focused here in this Apple Cup sort of rematch. While both sides have been involved in several higher scoring affairs to open the season, guys, I think the conditions are now definitely right for a much lower scoring defensive battle. And so the second play in this 3-game free play video, guys, for picks and parlays is on the under 53.5 between Washington and Washington State. And finally, guys, I'm looking at a play. It's a later game. It comes on at 10:30 Eastern. It sees California at San Diego State. And being primarily a situational handicapper, I just love the way that this one sets up for the home side. No, I'm not calling for an outright upset or anything. But I think that it's going to be a lot more competitive than what the odds makers are trying to lead us to believe. Cal is 3-0 straight up and 2-1 against the spread after pulling away for a 27-14 home win over Minnesota last weekend as a 3-point dog. With their first true conference road game up after this. So yeah, after this game, they finally have their first true conference road game. And that's going to be against a desperate Boston College side. I mean, I'm asking the question here, could the Bears be caught looking ahead to that one and looking directly past San Diego State, who's only 1-1 right now? I mean, very possibly they could, in fact. The Aztecs, now they destroyed Stony Brook 42-0 here in week 1, but then they lost 36-13 at Washington State in week 2. But they've had a week off since that disappointment, and now they're back at home. And so I think that the Aztecs, they're going to be a lot more competitive. And at the very least, I think, as I said off the top, I think they're going to keep this one close enough to comfortably sneak in through the back door down the stretch, guys. And so for me, it's just a great situational play. I just think that this is a bit of a letdown spot for California. And so I like San Diego State and the points in my final play, guys. And so, yeah, thanks for watching. Once again, my name is Nick Parsons. This is for Picks and Parlays, guys. Make sure you go head on over to the site there. Check out some of the deals that they have going on this weekend. The Weekend Warrior Pass, that's only $49. You get every pick from each handicap, whatever your selected handicapper is for both Saturday and Sunday and Monday for only $49. Go check that one out. And on your way out, guys, don't forget to smash the like button. To also leave some comments, whether you agree or disagree with any of my picks, let me know and I'll come check them out in the comments. And then also hit that bell icon. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.